G'day, I'd love to talk to you today about love versus relationship and the difference between the two. Love means no rules, freedom, no change. In other words, you don't need to change the person you love. Detached. If they come, if they go, if they stay, if they don't stay, if they're happy, if they're sad, doesn't change the fact that you love them. And of course, it's unconditional. Whether they jump off the moon, have an affair, earn money, don't earn money, be good, be bad, you can love a person regardless. So love is a very different topic to relationship. Now let's look at relationship. Relationship equals being attracted, being attractive, trust, having common dreams, and finally similar values. Let's now look at relationships one piece at a time. Relationships, being attractive. There are 7 areas of life, and for most people they rely on a relationship to, let's say, counterbalance their imbalances, compensate for their imbalances. There are 7 areas of life: mental, spiritual, career, health, social, financial, and relationship. So what's necessary to be attractive to another individual, although it may not feel like you're being totally attractive, is to get your own act together and balance your own life. In other words, have 7 areas of dreams, 7 areas of vision, 7 areas of balance. Now some people get it all mixed up. They rely on their partner to balance their spiritual area, or they don't balance it at all. And this creates a dependence which is very unattractive. Let's look at the second part now, being attracted. You turn up balanced in all 7 areas of your life. Your partner turns up balanced in all 7 areas of your life. And you merge. It's according to the concept of the Vesica Pisces that we can only overlap another human being on the planet 33 1/3%. And the question is, what 33 1/3 you want to overlap? Might be better in a relationship to balance relationship and to merge relationships with each other and manage the rest outside the relationship. Now the interesting thing about this is that in the concept of meeting another human being, we see above the line all the things that we like about people. And below the line, we see all the things we don't like about people. If we take the sketch on the left-hand side, that's us. We present to the world all the things we like about us, and we bring home and hide all the things we don't like about us and pretend they don't exist. Well, guess what? Your partner, no matter how good they are or how many workshops they've done or what they've done in their life, is doing the same thing. So when we first meet a person, we go, oh, look at that, they're all positive, wonderful, they're the dream of my life, exactly what I want. They're kind, sexy, fun, they're a great homemaker. Oh my God, my dreams have come true. After 6 months, we start to see a more balanced equation. We go, oh, there's some stuff in there that I didn't see before. Damn, what's going on? Do you mean that this person isn't all positive? You mean that the fact that I pretend to be positive all the time and all good, with my darkness hidden in behind the shadows, the other person's doing the same thing? I don't believe it. And then after another 6 months, we start to get the drift that maybe they lie, cheat, and be selfish, and we go, oh my God, they've changed. Well, the truth of the matter is they didn't change at all. All we did when we first met them is we had tunnel vision. We focused only on the good side, and that's not their fault. That's all we were looking for. I'd like to meet a person who's charming, handsome, sexy, fun, and I don't want to know that they have any other side. I'd rather believe that I've met the myth, the cartoon character, the superhero. Bingo. Life goes on, and what happens in the end? We meet the whole individual. Sometimes it takes 7 years to really meet the whole of our partner, and we meet them because we're behind the curtain. We see them at night, we see them at day, and we go, damn, I don't want all those dark things. I don't like them in myself. Why would I like them in another person? And so begins the breakage of trust. It wasn't meant to be broken, but because we live an illusion that half human beings exist, we lose trust. Boo-hoo. Let's talk about common values now. We say, let's have a lot in common. What that basically means is we swing to the left with all the good news, and we swing to the right with all the bad news. We swing to the left a little bit less with some good news, or we swing to the right a little bit less with bad news, and ultimately we dingle-dangle at the top with a little bit good news and a little bit bad news. What this does, ultimately, it builds what they call the consciousness cone. At the very bottom, we're highly emotional, extremely polarized. I want this person to be all good. I like this. And I don't want this person to be like that. I dislike that. And people who say we have the common values, basically what they're saying is they dislike the same things and they like the same things. In other words, they have a lot of stupidity in common. The more high we go on this cone, the less dislikes and likes affect us, until we reach the top where we say, I love it, which means things are balanced. I see the good and bad in both. It leads to a hierarchy of what we call values, things we've got to do, things we should do, things we need to do, things we want to do, things we desire to, things we choose to, and ultimately things we love to. Now there's a set of common values. The couple who have love to values at the top will stay together a heck of a long time. The couple who are based their relationship on got to and should values will eventually find that what they dislike and what they like changes, and there's a dark side to the things they like and there's a bright side to the things they dislike. Highly confusing, and if you're not confused in this talk, you'll be confused living it. Last question, why don't people live their dreams? The answer is relationship. Two people merge in a relationship because they have some level of overlap in their dreams of the future. And sometimes one person goes, oh, your dreams are so wonderful, I can forget mine. And then two people try to become one person. And in the universe, when two people try to become one of them isn't necessary. When that happens, nature pushes one back so that there's still a balanced relationship. And of course, as they mush away, there's somebody sitting on the outside of that relationship saying, would you like to merge with me, sweetheart? I've got a dream, I'm interesting, I'm inspiring. And of course, they merge, and then the first person who forgot their dreams gets hurt. They go back and say, stuff you, I'm going to get my dreams back. Which makes them attractive, which means their original partner goes back, which usually means that the person says, oh, thank goodness you're back, I'll forget my dreams again, which pushes their partner away, and that's the end of that. So, dreams. One person arrives with their act together, another person arrives single with their act together, and they overlap 33 1/3%. But what happens when one person grows and the other one doesn't? Then all of a sudden they're only overlapping 10%. One person's grown and the other person hasn't grown. What do? Well, the one who's grown quite often starts to take control of more areas of the relationship than they need to. In order to regain their 33%, it doesn't work. They eventually shrink back to an overlap of 33 third percent. And the way they do it, if they want to stay in the relationship, is to forego their dreams. The couple who grow together stay together. And that's the single most important thing that we can hear about relationship. Growing spiritually, mentally, socially, career, health, relationship, and spiritually, financially together. We grow, we evolve, we stay together forever. This is Chris Walker. Have a great day.